Hey everybody, it's Brian SLC Farms coming to you live from the hayfield. It's been a long time, but don't know if we'll get anybody on here or not for this live stream. If not, it'll be kind of a short one. Uh, I hope everybody can hear me. I've got a headset on for clarity, so hopefully the microphone and sound is okay. And hopefully YouTube will still send out a notification or two saying that I'm live. I'm going to try to get this pulled up here on my iPad. See if I can remember how to do all this stuff. Let's see here. It says we got one person in here. Let's see if I can get a chat pulled up. Says we got two people in here. So again, hope everybody's doing well. It's been a long time. We have been busy on the farm. I got to stop for a second and see here if we can get some Wi-Fi. There we go. All right, get a live chat pulled up here where I can read it. I think. There we go. All right, back to rolling. So we're in the Kubota 7060. Got the Vermeer wheel rake. Just getting started today. We are raking some crabgrass hay, and Christina should be along shortly with the tractor and baler to start baling this stuff up. Let's see. I'm trying to still get this pulled up on my iPad so we can see any comments or anything. Got a beautiful stretch of weather here. Scott, hey, how's it going, sir? Hope you're doing well. It's a beautiful sunny day here in South Carolina. We've had a lot of thunder showers this year, which has really helped with the growth of the grass. We started in second cut about a week ago and got a really good second cut crop coming on. So real happy with that. And we're just getting on with the getting on. Mark, hey, how you doing, sir? It is. This is some really nice second cutting. I had one or two little patches of Johnson grass pop up in this field. I'm going to go ahead and ask. I got a headset on. How is the sound, or do I need to cut the headset off and switch to the phone microphone? Also, going to apologize for the squeaky seat in this tractor. I sprayed some lube on it right before I came to the field, but it does not seem to have helped anything. This is our favorite kind of hay right here, crabgrass. This is what we feed all of our cattle and horses. This is second crop off of this field. Our first crop, we did half the farm in oats and then the other half in ryegrass. It did really well. This is about a 30-acre farm, and that first crop produced around 190 bales of hay. Um, Christina, she should be underway in the Massey Ferguson with the Kloss baler, and I told her give me about a 15-20 minute head start of her to get some windrows going. And so, tell you what, when we were mowing this hay, I mowed this hay on Monday, and when we were mowing this hay, I have never seen so many grasshoppers in all my life. And I don't know, I'm guessing they're in here eating the crabgrass just like they would anything else. Not sure if we're going to have to spray or what. Um, my plan with this farm when I get this crop off is to probably not worry about a second cut of crabgrass on it and go ahead and kill it off. Um, sound different. Okay, I probably sound like an airplane pilot or something. um, but I'm planning on killing it off, disking this field again. I've got a new 30 acres that y'all, if y'all stick around for a while, will see we're adding to this farm. We had it logged and stumped, and now I'm doing the final disking and getting it all prepped up to get it sowed down. And I'm really thinking about trying to smooth all of this field again. It got rutted up on me about 2 years ago. I say rutted up. I planted it and it was soft and it made some ruts, and it's just made the field a little bouncy. So we're we're trying our best to figure out if we want to go through and rework the whole field again or whatnot. Hey Jackie, how's it going? I guess maybe YouTube is still sending out a notification or two for the channel. That's pretty cool. I hadn't had a lot of time to make videos, guys. I've been busy. I hadn't really felt like making them, just to be flat out honest. But I got this little ram mount for my phone to suction cup to the window, and I thought, what the heck? Let's see if the live stream stuff will still work. And for once, I'm not on a boat or on a horse. I've kind of been doing that a lot this year. And so I said, what the heck? Let's do a live stream. I hope everybody's been doing well. We've had a lot of changes on the farm. I would call it growth and um, cause and effect due to the economy. But everything's trucking along, looking good for 2023. I thought in 2022 it might be our last year farming, but things work for a reason, and God closed a couple of doors, or I thought He did, or He closed some windows on me is what He did, and opened some doors, and we've instead of going out of business, we picked up an additional 400 acres of farmland. You can see by the profile picture of this live stream, uh, we've upgraded mowers just a little bit. Went to a self-propelled. Um, I'm going to say we've kind of upgraded tractors. We're riding in a Balin with a brand new 2022 5711 Massey Ferguson with the Dyna 4. As y'all seen the last video I made, we had to sell the 7616 Massey Ferguson um, and get some equity back out of that tractor to be able to get caught up on some things. But luckily, I'm going to say we were blessed to be able to buy two brand new or fairly new large pieces of equipment this year, and then that windrower that you see there in the profile picture, that's a 2004 model John Deere. Um, I would do a live stream from that when I'm cutting hay, but that thing takes some concentration to be able to mow with, and I don't know that I'd be able to read any comments or anything like that while I'm mowing. Southern Dirt, how's it going, sir? Hope you're doing well. It's been a long time for everybody. Like I say, I just been trying to. Any new joiners will kind of have to go back through and rewatch the live if you want to know some of the catching up. But we're out raking some crabgrass. Pretty nice hay. Had one or two little spots of Johnson grass come up in this farm, but we're on about a 30-acre farm, and y'all have been actually here before in previous lives back in the past, and stuff like that. This is one of our better farms. We get pretty decent cell service here and make pretty decent hay most of the time. But back to what I was saying, last year was pretty rough on us. The drought that we went through here in my area made us produce a third of what we normally do. And with that production being so low, we had to buy in a lot of hay, and your profit margins are just not the same buying and reselling as they are when you can produce your own crop. And so here we are. This year, our first cut was excellent. We put up about 1,300 round bales in first cut. We're on to our second cut. We're already a couple hundred round bales in there, and we're only about 90, 95 to 100 acres in on our second cut here. I'm hoping this farm's going to be at least 3 bales to the acre, so somewhere around 90 to 100 round bales. I hope for. We won't know till we get it in a bale and see what it actually does. We uh, we have been thoroughly wet. We've had a lot of afternoon thunder showers in our area, and it's made me very hesitant to cut hay. So we're actually a couple weeks later than I wanted to start on this second cut. So I'm going to ask, maybe some of y'all might know, like right in front of us, these areas are pretty thin. Could that be the grasshopper presence that they ate it down like army worms would? Or I'm just kind of guessing maybe the crabgrass didn't do as well in a couple of these areas. Um, but the majority of the farm is nice and thick like it always is with this crabgrass. But um, like I say, I've just got some areas, and when I was mowing this place, I have never ever seen so many grasshoppers. So, dirt perfect, Michael. Long time no see, sir. How's it going? Glad you could stop in. We hadn't been doing much video, but thought I'd bring a live in, see if YouTube still recognizes me and sends out some notifications. We got a beautiful, it's about, I don't know, 90 degrees today. It's not too humid. Uh, really nice weather here for South Carolina. So y'all are still dry. I've been buying in some hay from New York, and their first cut, that hay was only about 3 inches long. It really didn't make the most beautiful square bales. Flip this camera around here. Let's see. Oh, damn! Now that messed up. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I was trying to flip the camera around. Um, but our first cut was excellent. Our biggest problem, our Vermeer hay mower went down the first 2 weeks of the season. And when that mower went down, it really put us behind on our first cut. Then we started getting a crap ton of um, rain, so we could not get in the field and get finished up. I think that camera is a lot more jiggly this way. I'm gonna flip it back around so y'all don't get motion sickness here. Let's see. Southern Dirt, it looked like you were having some issues with keeping a pond empty while trying to build it. I've been seeing that on your TikToks. I'm not good with the TikToks like I was with the YouTube stuff. I just hadn't quite figured out the format there as well um, as what I used to with the YouTube. Mike, I've really been enjoying seeing all this new equipment come on your channel. I couldn't be happier for you, sir. Um, I'll tell you what, you got good things going on over there on the old Dirt Perfect channel. I will say I'm ready for y'all to slow down a little bit so I can listen to some podcasts. I don't have anything much to listen to when I'm in the tractor. I've already gone through and re-listened to about every one of y'all's podcasts, and I've been enjoying the Barn Talk podcast. They're pretty good, and the Dirt Talk podcasts. Um, I've been really getting some good listens there. Uh, we picked up a new farm uh, for this year. It's about 400 acres, one of our largest places. It's in really, really sad shape, but it it's been entertaining to say the least. I really should be making videos on it. Um, we've been really putting in. Michael kind of inspired me with his channel on this farm and the new farm. We've been having our local grading guy come in and take out hedgerows and terraces and fill in areas. And I tell you, when you can open up some of these small fields and make them into one big field, it's amazing how much more time you can make, which really improves the productivity on the farming. Um, at first, it was really hard to start putting money like that into other people's land, but I can already see the gains that we've gotten just from the improvements that we've done thus far. This farm here, when we cut through the woods off this little field and get to the next one, we've opened up 36 more usable acres of farmland that was beforehand just overgrown brush and hedgerows and junk. I don't know that I'd be good on a podcast. That'd be neat to do, though. I think you would be a good one because you're able to keep somebody like me on subject or stuff like that. Me, I'll go on a damn rant all of a sudden, and I need somebody to bring me back in to focus. But I can't believe you're not in a machine working right now, Mike. And let's see here. Mark, you're exactly right. It's been a tough spell on everyone. Um, I am glad that the horse economy is still holding strong and that people are buying up horse hay. Um, I've been really worried, I guess, over the past year or two that as inflation has gone up, it's been going to be hard for people to keep their pleasure horses and their trail horses and stuff. But so far, the horse market is still really strong, and people got to feed their animals. So we're really fortunate there, and that's what kind of kept us being able to truck on through. The new barn, guys, I got to do a video on the new barn. It's not much as far as structure, but for what it's done for us having the storage capacity now that we do, we've started to truck in hay from out of state, some different varieties that I can't grow, some Timothy's, some alfalfa, stuff like that. It has been awesome being able to buy in, store the large quantities of hay. Um, I was really worried that I was going to fill the barn up, and actually I was kind of hoping I was. And my neighbor, he said, well, I hope you don't fill it up. I hope you sail through it faster than you can fill it. And that has been the case. Um, we've made about 1,500 round bales so far. and there's maybe 300 in the barn, and that's feed I'm keeping to feed our cows and animals. Beef sales have been doing great. We're picking up more and more local people wanting to buy our fresh beef. In fact, we hope to have a cow delivered to us this week. We took about 2 weeks ago to the butcher, so maybe sometime towards the end of the week, something like that. What's everybody else been up to? Well, I'll tell you, call Tyson Steel Buildings. Um, since I had mine built, I've had three other people I know in the area get one built by them. They're in our areas. They're really hard to beat, and they're down there out of Georgia, where you are. I'm surprised. Country Gal ought to be popping into the field any minute now. I think I'm gonna get this little 7 acre patch. I think this is like 7 or 9 acres. This little front field. I think I'm gonna get it raked before she gets here. Jackie, how's your second cut looking? I uh, I know you said the other day on the phone you were gonna go check fields and see how your second cut was coming along. Our next upgrade, if we do, I'm gonna keep the old wheel rake, but I'm wanting to get me a rotary rake. Um, we had such a thick first cutting in some places. I think a single rotor would do me a lot better, or one of the double side delivery rotary rakes. But I'll have to keep the wheel rake for some of my terraced fields, just because I know they'll be too rough for the old rotary rake. But well, that's what you're talking about, the multi-year lease there. I'm trying to keep up with some of the comments without getting too distracted of what I'm doing. But this landowner here told me to write up the lease. He said write it so it protects me, and we did a 10-year lease here, and the other landowner did a 10-year lease as well. And heck, just in liming, we've limed 160 acres of it so far. And right now, in my area, lime spread is $82 a ton to have them come out and spread lime. It's crazy. That's double what it used to be. Um, we spread 165 acres. It doesn't take long to do the math on that. We got 15, 18 grand into that lime job. Um, and we hadn't even started with pulling uh, soil samples for fertilizing yet. More than likely, the first few years, it's just going to get some litter and sprayed. It had a horrible weed problem. Um, I'm looking for a new sprayer. I've got a little 300-gallon pull type, and I'm thinking that I want one of those spray coops. Or it looks like I think a lot of them have like a little VW engine that run them. You can get them with like 40 to 60-foot booms, and they make like three-wheeled version and a four-wheeled version. So I'm looking for something like that that's older and used but still in good shape. Um, it just takes me so long. I can only get about 15 acres at a time with my 300-gallon tank, and it's only got 20-foot booms. It's great for small areas, but these big farms, it's, man alive, it's just taking forever. So I think one of those spray coop things would probably be okay. That, or maybe like a 500 or 600-gallon pull type sprayer with, I really want like 50 to 60-foot booms. I think that would be most beneficial for what I'm doing. Um, So that'll be nice. 40 by 100. My new one, the main building is 50 by 125, and then um, I put two 25-foot wings on it, so it makes the whole building 100 by 125. Um, but I'm cheating. I don't have it slap full of hay. I've got some toys stored in there, boat, horse trailer, camper, and then I keep one end completely open for um, being able to work on my equipment. I've got a 25 foot by 100 foot essentially bay to be able to pull the tractors or semi or whatever in. Um, so I don't know. I was kind of wondering about that too, Mark. I really don't know. Um, I would be, that's what I'm worried about too. 40 foot would be the way to go, like a 40 or 50 foot, if I can find it. Um, Especially with the terraced and healed fields. I think, geez, I really think that you might be right there, 40 foot, and that would double up the production that I'm getting now. Um, I tell you, that new windrower, you guys talk about a time saver. I was thinking the new hay cutter would take me roughly 3 or 4 years to pay for. I think that thing's going to pay for itself in probably 2, 3 years max. Um, what used to take me a day and a half to cut, I can cut in 5 hours now. I'm averaging 10 acres an hour with that thing. So I cut for about 4 acres, lay down 40, 45 acres of hay, and I'm done. And what that's done for us this year, it's took a man out of a tractor um, and allowed me to do all my tedding, all the raking, and a lot of the baling. But Country Gal or Christina, she has been my baler girl this year. That's pretty much she's been in that new Massey, and she's made 1,300 of the 1,500 bales. So it has been a time saver for sure. It's a Z rider for mowing hay. It's got a 14 and a half foot cut. Um, our center pivot was 12-foot cut, so we bumped up a little there. But as to where my average speed mowing with the tractor was around 5 to 6 miles an hour. With that machine, it's anywhere from 7 to 9 miles an hour. It's just so much smoother riding. The mower deck floats and cuts so much better. Um, it's just amazing. I really didn't think it would be that much faster, but literally, um, my farm that I used to say was my worst farm because of all the terraces, it took an average of about 14 hours to cut that 55 acres. And I've mowed it twice now, and both times it took me 5 hours to cut that 55 acres. So maybe on a big, like if you had half mile, mile long fields that were nice and straight, the center pivot could probably outpace the windrower, or the self-propelled. But on my small farms with all the turns and little triangles, that thing is amazing. Um, it is amazing. I usually go out about 9 p.m. now and cut till 11, 12 o'clock, and I'm done. As to where I used to go out and cut all night long, um, stuff like that. So, such a major difference. Such a major difference. Well, I don't see Christina yet, and I'm kind of tired of gabbing on. I just thought I'd give a quick little update. Maybe some people will go back and watch the live later on. Maybe I'll get some videos out. Maybe I won't. Not promising nothing. I'm not going to lie, there's a camera hanging in the tractor every day. I take one with me every day. A lot of times, though, by the time I feel like filming something, I'm halfway through the project. And at that point, I don't feel like it's worth filming. I keep trying to get my mojo back to want to do it. Um, but, guys, I just ain't promising nothing. I might try to do some of these lives here and there because they're easy on me. I don't have to edit anything, and they don't cost me any time to do it. And I enjoy chatting live with everybody. So I appreciate everybody that has come in. I'm glad YouTube's still sending out some notifications. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. Appreciate you watching.